I'll mute you. I'll mute your bitch ass.
So what?
No, I said I was going to do it, damn it.
You said you would.
And I did.
Listen to this, we're playing a game. If it's a swing and a miss, then we're the ones to blame. We'd be remiss if it was ever the same. You're wasting all the time. Another hour gone, did you hear the chime? You're wasting all the time. Hey everybody, it's Dave. What you're about to hear is a reserve episode. That means it's an episode that we recorded without any specific reference to date or time. It's meant to be evergreen, and we do that so that when we can't record an episode, we still have one. So that's what this is, and that's what happened. But I couldn't let this go without a very special thank you. A hearty thank you, you might say. To a man of many names. In this case, Cameron Mack. Cameron Mack, so-called, you are a time-wasting patron. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Cameron Mack joined at the level that gets him a free pin. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let me get up really close on the mic here. Thank you. My mouth is literally full of this windscreen. Thank you. Oh, it got spit on it.
Hello! Hey!
And welcome!
That's not my line.
Go ahead.
To wasting all the time.
A podcast.
Whoa.
My name is Dave.
I'm John.
And I'm Cody.
This is fun. We're going to waste all your time.
Everything is upside down. The world is spinning.
That's
Up is
normal.
down. Left is right.
It's a frame of reference issue.
Forwards is backwards.
Cats and dogs living together.
Mass pandemonium. Now I'm just intentionally misquoting the movie to piss people off.
This is a podcast about us doing sort of
The
comedic
improvs. The improvs.
improvised,
All of them.
We do many improvs.
talking with no much of a plan.
No much.
no-
Definitely no much.
Zero plan.
Minus from a bigger number, how
Yes.
much planning?
There's a
Sure.
plan. If there was a plan, it would not be this.
No, it would be the Panama Canal.
Yes.
Wait, don't we need a man?
A little bit of free association for you.
Yep.
Because
That's a technique.
it's a podcast
The
and
improvs.
it's free and it's association.
Oh, boy.
So
So why don't we move it right along?
Association without.
hey, hold on,
Pass.
John. Cody said something. I want to hear this.
Why don't we move it right along?
Oh, good idea. I like
This is great.
Twitter shins.
Is this what God feels like when you're just like wave your hand and the podcast moves?
It's a little bit more furry. Feeling. God feels a little bit more furry than what you're describing. But not like a furry.
I was afraid that's where you were going.
Furrier.
Like someone who makes furs.
Who gets pelts and then carries them to another
Yeah,
place.
right. That's what God feels like.
What if he were one of us?
Just a slob like one of us.
One of us, yeah. Cody,
That's me.
explain this.
we are going to do Rapid Twitter Ball Shins, where we take the top 3 tweets on the Twitter ball sphere, and I read them to our pundits, Dave and John and Dave, and they give us the most hard-hitting, intense answers that you've ever felt in your distal epicondyle.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah. Number 3, the top 3rd tweet of tweetdom from Fusion Droid at Fusion Droid. I don't know if he's really a droid. How's everyone doing, John?
I'm doing great tonight.
That was not the question. How's everyone doing?
Everyone is doing great tonight, Cody. Everyone is doing great tonight because I am doing great tonight. And when I am doing great, that means everyone else is, because my personality is reflected onto the world at large, because I am a supreme being and I have that power.
Intense. Dave, rebuttal.
Everyone is doing terrible tonight because John is projected onto the world and is occluded the sun, and now the plants are dying and no one can see anything because there's no light, and we're all gonna die, and it's the apocalypse, and it's the end of the world, and it's terrible, and I stubbed my toe.
What a bitch. Moving on.
Well, that's not nice.
Oh, you're right. What a jerk. What a loser. What a whiner. Number 2 from Jay at MorphexDK. Dave, should I announce the winner today?
I think you should. If you know the answer to the question, who is the winner, I think it's you're beholden to release that information to the public at large, and don't worry at all about a possible panic.
John, rebuttal.
You should absolutely not release that answer. You should sit on it, save it, let anticipation rise until it's at the breaking point, and then you should announce you're going to announce the winner, but then you should not, and you should watch everyone fall to their knees and beg you as the sole person who can give you give them this information to spill the beans, and you should stand over them, look down imperiously, and say to the world, no.
Dramatic. And number 1, the top number 1 tweet of the day from Zero at Zero Click with a QUE instead of a K. John, who likes the new revamp?
I don't. I am not one of the people who likes the new revamp, because I think that it has betrayed the spirit of the original, and frankly, the original was fine. The original did everything it needed to do, and I understand that it's a new time now, but the original was timeless. It didn't need a revamp. It still is applicable today, and I think they've really muddled the message.
A bold statement, Dave. Rebuttal.
Yeah, I agree. They shat all over the source material on that one.
All right. Not often we see you two agree.
Yeah, but this was
when
bad.
you do, you're usually right.
Yeah.
This has been Twitter Ball Rapid Shins. Do we move it right along?
Ah.
Oh, that's it. Whew.
Upwards, downwards, forwards, backwards, I say we go fruitwards.
Well, now it's time to play Fruitwards. Fruitwards is a game we play utilizing cards of 2 kinds and colors. Red cards are nouns and green cards are adjectives. We will draw 1 card of each color and improvise a scene inspired by these words. Dave, draw the cards.
Righty-o!
Weird witch lady.
How about sad spoons?
Now, sir, I know that this is a difficult time for you, your wife having just passed, but there are a few details we need to go over for her memorial. Now she left very specific instructions as far as what kind of service she wanted. Burial, not cremation. You guys had picked out a casket. So really all we're left with, the only thing we need to figure out is we need to for the celebration of life, potluck
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah.
We just need to pick.
Menu.
Well, she left instructions on the menu.
Oh, okay.
We could tweak that, of course, but really the only thing she didn't go over is the utensils.
Speak. Oh. The what?
The utensils.
The like flatware or silver?
Correct. Specifically the spoons.
Spoons.
Yes. She was very detailed, but she just let that slip through, which is understandable given her condition near the end. And so we just, I have a selection here for you to choose from.
I mean, should I? Is it really this is on me, or should I call my siblings? Or
You can call them to consult if you wish, but her final instructions were fairly specific that you were
me
to be the final arbiter on any decisions
Arbiter.
she had not yet had a chance to make.
Okay.
At the time of her passing.
I would hate to get this wrong, but okay. How many spoons is that? 5?
So this is this is the first 5.
Okay.
There's about.
What's on the menu again that needs spoons?
Well, you see, because it's a potluck, there isn't a specific menu. It's kind of menu categories, broken up by.
We have a soup category.
Well, we have
Do we need soup spoons?
a starter and appetizer category.
It's difficult to
that's
know what.
folks with surnames that start with letters A through F. I've been asked to bring some kind of an appetizer.
Okay.
And so soups might be a part of that. Also, desserts. Some desserts require the use of a spoon.
Okay. Well, what about
Jello,
that one?
for example?
That
This
one's
one,
the
okay.
big one, the really
big one,
big one.
right? Yeah. So this one is our deluxe morning spoon with.
the parties in the evening
Oh well, morning with a U.
with a me.
With MOURN.
Oh, the British spelling.
So it's for those who are in mourning, who are mourning the passing of a.
Oh, yeah. A you.
So explaining this now will get us through most of these with a lot less confusion because most of these involve the word mourning in some way.
They do. The spoons do.
The spoons do, yes.
All of the spoons.
So this
do?
is our extra large deluxe morning spoon, and you can see it has the silver filigree.
Yeah.
With the
sorry, I don't. It's a beautiful spoon.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any that are not deluxe?
Oh yes. So we have
things have been
this.
pretty tight.
It's maybe it's a bit plainer.
It's a little small.
This is our basic. This is our basic indifference spoon.
Oh.
You can see it's very plain
Yeah.
and quite small. But the rental on this is much cheaper.
How much?
Well, this spoon.
We're expecting about 250.
About 250 folks, so you'll want to have at least 300 spoons available just in case.
Maybe 275.
Okay, well we can work the
Things
exact
have been
numbers
awful
out.
tight.
Okay, so that will just be that'll run you about $500 for the rental
For the whole of all of them?
plus a $250 deposit.
Deposit.
Yeah, just in case,
For the
because
spoon?
sometimes in the course of
Are you providing
An
the
event?
rest of the silverware as well, or
yes, we are. Yes.
and how much is all of that costing?
Well, that was already factored into the overall bill. These add-ons like this, because of the last-minute
Spoon
nature of
add-on.
it, are just a little bit pricier.
Okay.
It's why we do.
Well,
It's meant to incentivize having a plan ahead of time.
Well, you can see that we had a plan. It's just
I'll tell you what. How about if we go with this?
Do you have any sporks?
Nice.
That was fun.
Yes, it was.
Sad, though.
Sad, like the spoons.
How about incompetent mystery?
So you see, Inspector, you'll never escape my death trap.
So you say.
Yes, the locks all have 1.5-digit combinations on them, and the keys have one or two teeth per lock.
Yes, you have indeed befuddled me. It would have, of course, played very well into your plan had you arrayed this in such a way that I was in any way restrained by them.
Oh, that would have been way better. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna get some rope.
It's okay, I will open the lock.
No, you'll never be able to get. Okay,
sorry.
That's just.
And I just put my wrist in here, you see?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Usually that, like, if that would should have taken you like an hour.
There we are. We close up on the wrist.
Yeah.
I am now properly restrained by
Okay.
your terrible death trap.
Yeah. No.
What's the next thing in your? It's okay. We were all new at this at one point.
The thing is, like, you're supposed to be here, and there's like a bunch of clues that kind of lead you to the combination.
Oh, oui, the clues.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. No.
Hello? Oh, Inspector.
I don't see.
I did not expect to see you here. I had the report there was a murder. It was very mysterious.
Oh, really?
Upon
Yeah.
these premises, no?
Yeah. See, because you're stuck in that room, so you don't know about the murder.
Oh.
And like 3 hours is going to take you to get out of there, and I'll be in like.
I must ask that nobody leave.
I mean,
Oh, oui. This is a reasonable request.
Inspector, could you fill me in on the details about...
The gentleman right here, he's rather new to the whole evil genius business. So I was just sort of taking him through the ropes. You know, he's got this very impressive first attempt at a death trap.
Is this, monsieur, is this your conundrum?
yeah. Did you see? It's got the wires and the lights.
I do see the
thing,
wires. Usually, I would recommend hidden wires.
Well, they're not hooked up to anything. It's kind of wires, and you might get zapped at any time.
Oh, oui, I understand.
Look, you're making this very difficult for me to play the part.
Oh, okay.
Because it's supposed to be I come in and I am trying to solve, and you already had an inspector here. You did not tell me this.
Right? No, yeah. I don't. I thought I only sent the one text. It did that thing where it said it didn't send, but I guess it did.
Right.
This is not a good mystery.
No, I mean it's the mystery.
No. Jean-Claude, we need to encourage him.
Yes, I know, Van Damme, but he is not.
France. Sorry.
All right, let's do one more. Insensitive mythic creature.
All right. No, and no. Move it along, buddy. All right. Next.
Damn it.
Next. Come on.
Hey, hi there.
Yeah.
I
Heart.
understand there's something with a feather and...
Heart. Oh, yeah. You got your heart? They put it in the jar for you?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I got that. Sorry, the guy with the bird head, he wasn't very talkative. I kept asking him questions, and he would just keep, rowing.
Yeah, he's not really supposed to talk to you. He has a job to do, and I have a job to do. Why don't you get the heart out?
Okay. Well, it's just that, I just work, is the scale calibrated so that it will take into account the jar? Because the jar, I mean, it's clay. It's pretty heavy. And I feel like it adds a lot of weight, and I just want to, be sure about this because, it's a serious thing.
You got something to be nervous about?
Is
Your heart gonna be really heavy?
I don't think so. It's just it's in this this heavy clay pot, and like, do you weigh the pot, or do I take the heart out and give it?
Give me the jar.
Okay. Well, it's just that the jar is heavy. I mean,
right.
You feel that, right? You feel how heavy that jar is.
Do you want to do this? Do you want to be the jackal-headed god? Do you want to switch places? I'll just be the guy. I'll be the guy. I'm trying to get into the dead, and my heart's kind of crappy, so I'm just going to complain a whole lot.
I don't think my heart's crappy. I mean, it's just, it's in that jar, and I'm a little stressed out because it's there's not really a practice session for this or anything.
It's called life. It's called Don't Be an Asshole.
Well, I think it was pretty nice, mostly.
Give me the jar. We don't weigh the jar. We just dump it out.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Here's the jar.
Ooh. So you think you were a pretty good guy?
Pretty good. I mean, you're going to put the feather in there too, right?
Yes. Jeez. Stickers for the rules.
Because anything that you just put on one side of the scales with nothing on the other is going to be heavier than nothing, right?
Yeah, I guess. All right. Where's the feather? I had it here. Let's see.
I mean, it's a pretty big feather, right?
Yeah, but it's a feather. It's hella light.
Okay.
It's like the feather of justice. It's going to be pretty light. Okay.
I thought maybe like you guys weighed it down or something,
with justice?
Well, yeah, maybe. Or mercy.
You believe this guy? This fucking guy. He asked if we weigh down the feather.
Yeah, they're the ones that lose whine the most.
Right? Look at it. I haven't even put the feather on there. Look at this fucking thing.
Oh, that heart?
Right?
Wait. You guys have seen one?
Hey, I'm just saying. Before? I'm just saying, man. The ones that whine, you always know.
Yeah,
something. Not quite as lighthearted as they could have been.
Right.
I just feel like it's important that you guys know that.
Yeah, you're just trying to ruin our day. You're trying to put it all on us.
I don't even want to get the feather. I just want to say, no, you're damned. Go away.
Yeah. Let me check. I mean, when's the last time we did that? Maybe we could get away with that again.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Wait. No, it's cool. It's cool. I don't care how big the feather is. Just let's try that, huh?
Wait, you don't care how big the feather is?
Wow.
Don't you think what we're doing here is important?
Well, yeah, of course it's important. It's just I'm just saying.
First he tells me how to do my job.
I'd rather have.
He was telling you that?
I'd rather have any feather than no feather at all.
I don't think that's how that saying goes.
Wish Thoth we can pull one off his head. That'll be funny.
That would have been good. Well, anyway, here's the feather.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
I've been using it for curls.
Oh, really? How's that working?
Good. I'm
gonna say.
I'm bulking.
You still got the cat head though.
Yeah. Well.
All right. What was your name again?
I
don't fucking care. Here we go. All right. There's something we're supposed to say about how like your life and it probably was important and shit. Do you
I
remember?
like that part. And
yeah.
It's like your life. If you look back and yada yada, and going on, and the way that you interacted with other people, and so on and so
like
forth.
Like sands in the hourglass, such are the days of our lives.
That's not how that saying goes.
That's a different one.
That's a different saying.
We are as dust in the wind.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So
he knows it, so we don't.
Yeah, you don't have to say it. Fucking here you go, magic and feather and
boom.
Damn, dude, that's close.
That is really close.
That's
you can't just put your thumb on it on the one side, just a little bit.
Psych! I had my hand underneath it. Yeah, no, the feather's way fucking heavier than your heart.
Oh, dude, you see his fucking face?
Or is it? Because my finger's on the other one.
Oh, God.
Wait, what? What?
Oh, shit. Snap, dog.
That was great. He thought he was getting it.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Oh,
but
man.
hold on a second, though.
It's a twofer.
What's your hand doing down there?
Yeah, man.
He was holding it up after I let go of the other one.
Wait, how many hands do you guys have? I'm about ready to go check out the Judeo-Christian guys.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's right. They had that last minute policy. Now, fuck that. You can come in. Fuck that.
Awesome.
All right, let's move it forward.
ish.
Along words.
Every week on the podcast, I choose a game and we try to play it.
Is that how it goes?
This week's game,
You said Dick's.
Dick's week game.
Dick's weak game. Dick, your game is weak. It's Dick's weak game.
And this week's game is a little something that we came up with.
Oh, snap.
It's called Pissing Contest. Ooh. Wherein we tell stories sequentially. Each subsequent story
In an order.
necessarily upping the ante over the previous story.
Yes, indeed.
And the stories are usually of a theme.
Dave?
I will go first.
Okay.
I will go middle.
I'll go last.
John will wrap it up.
You fuckers.
Yeah. Yay. I gave you
switch?
the option. Do you want to go first?
You want to switch?
No, I said you fuckers as friendly banter.
It was
Oh.
hard to tell.
Okay.
Okay.
I just have so much venom.
You should get some anti-venom for that.
So you guys know I work in the medical technology field.
Yeah,
And
it's impressive.
we were working on this new device that's going to be going out that helps. It's like a pacemaker, but it's sort of next gen.
Uh-huh.
And it's we were working on the software that's going to sort of run it. And we were just about ready to ship. You know, it was almost ready to go to market. And then I was doing some last minute tidying up of code, and I discovered a bug that hadn't come up in any of our testing.
Oh shit.
And that bug, if it had gone unnoticed, it eventually, and this is one of those things that like it doesn't show up right away.
Uh-huh.
But eventually, over time, after so many repetitions, it would have started to compound, and then it would have become a real problem, and people's hearts would have stopped.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy, right?
But you found it.
Yeah, I happened to notice this little bug as I was running a little debugging, and it was a real subtle thing, and it only really shows up after several iterations.
Wow, so you saved like thousands of lives.
Potentially, yeah.
Dang. That's really cool. It's funny you mentioned that because I actually was recently in the hospital. It was nothing major.
Oh, thank God.
Right? Yeah. No, it's just it's kind of a checkup, and they were like, "Hey, this is something's looking weird with your vitals. We're gonna have to keep you for observation." And I was like, "Yeah, I feel fine. Like I don't understand what could be wrong. I've been healthy. Like I didn't hurt or break anything."
Mm-hmm.
But so they moved me in this one room. They took more blood samples, and I was, what's going on? They're like, it's observation. We have to do more tests. It's always more tests. And then they moved me into like an ICU type place. So I was like isolated, and there were tubes, and like there were cameras and these big monitors and a bunch of like fucking weird medical machines. I don't know what the hell they were doing. And they kept like, they'd take a sample of blood like from my arm or from my leg, or like they took one from my neck, like in like spinal fluid. And I was like, this is really weird. Like what the hell is going on?
Yeah, seriously.
And so I noticed that they wheeled me out of that super intense room, that isolated room, and we're going down the hospital, and they're like, everything was empty. There were no one was in any of the beds, no one was in anything, and I was like, oh man, like did something really bad happen? And they were like, no, we found in like this weird combination of your blood and your spinal fluid, there's this particular like antigen like organism thing that essentially is just curing the disease of anyone we expose it to.
Whoa.
Like, so they pulled it out of me, which explains why I've been feeling so good. And like we gave it to this guy who had like the flu, and then he was okay. And we gave it to some guy who had this really, really advanced like illness. He was like, hey, like these AIDS and cancer patients, they're all just like healed because of this particular combination of fluids that you have.
Dang.
What could the mechanism for that possibly be?
I'm not a doctor. I don't know. I just know I'm pretty amazing. Like apparently it's something that's never been seen before.
You basically just described magic.
I did, except like I do it. It's me. Yeah. Like so that was I guess that's the best trip to the hospital I've ever had.
Yeah.
But so that was they kind of like me over there now.
Think of all the lives that that will save.
Right?
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, it's kind of like, your story about the stuff in your blood
Right,
and
yeah.
spinal fluid that's going to cure all disease. It makes me think of this one time I was hiking through the woods, and I came upon these 4 guys sitting around a campfire. They were all, I think they were in some kind of a horse riding club, and kind of dressed weird.
Sure.
One was all done up, and he was wearing like his military dress uniform, which is kind of an odd choice for sitting around a campfire.
Yeah.
There's another guy who I think he was a goth of some kind. He had this big black hoodie on.
Was it cold?
It wasn't that cold, no.
Huh.
It was pretty warm evening. And then another guy, I think he had a cold, and this really thin guy was just like fucking chowing down on everyone's hot dogs. And so I sit down with them and start chatting, and they talk about some of their basically old war stories. And these after a little while I come to the realization that these aren't these are some guys who have seen some shit. Like they've been all over the world, and wherever they go, just bad shit seems to follow them.
Damn.
Yeah, and and I told him, you guys gotta stop running after this stuff. You gotta look inward. You gotta do some real self-care, self-healing.
A little soul searching.
Yeah.
You kind of directed them to that. Okay.
Yeah. And after a long conversation, we all agreed that, they would be best served by just, kind of putting away the old toys and just retiring.
So just like they're just going to go hiking for a while, or what?
Not even. I think the guy in the black hoodie said that he'd always been interested in fixing cars, so he was going to do that. The military guy, he was big into gardening.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who'd have thunk?
The guy with the cold, he was, I gave him some Benadryl, and that seemed to get him on the right track. And skinny guy, he said he was going to open a restaurant.
Oh, that's good. They can help people out.
Yeah. So, and they gave me their horses, so that's kind of cool.
Now you just have 4 horses?
4 horses, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I noticed that, like, ever since that night, the the death rate from infectious disease, starvation, military adventure has like just plummeted. And I hesitate to make it more important than it is, but I think I had something to do with that. I think that was a really special night.
Sounds kind of, yeah.
I don't know, the man. Pacemakers, pretty cool.
I guess you guys are right. Yeah.
Yeah, that was, maybe next time.
Yeah.
I want to go be special. Nice. I like where you took that. That was really clever.
I was completely lost until about 3/4 of the way through your story, maybe.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You didn't realize I was talking about the 4 horsemen?
Nope. Didn't even, and even when I did get it, it was still a leap still.
Wow.
When you said like wherever they go, it's bad or something like that. I was like,
Wait a minute.
he said horses. I don't remember how many people he said there were. Horse bad things. Huh. Guess it's the 4 horsemen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they are.
Yeah. War, famine, pestilence, and death.
Yes, but in the moment.
I see.
Yes.
Okay.
How about that?
There we go. So Dave learned something.
Trust John to go biblical.
Go blibical. John, you went blibical again.
That's right, I did.
You blibbed all over the place.
It was cool.
I enjoyed it. I wondered where you were going to go after I... like, my initial thing was, I cured everyone in this hospital. And then, like, halfway through, I was like, oh, no, like, I have this thing that cures... And when you were like, you've cured all disease, I was like, oh, shit, I set that bar way higher than I intended it. It was like, Dave potentially helped 1,000 people with a faulty pacemaker. I cured everyone in a hospital. That's good. That's a good second. No, I cured all disease on the planet. Oh, shit. That's a really high bar. I'm really sorry.
Or perhaps just all infectious disease.
Sure.
Still.
Right.
Still
the bar
high.
Real high.
Real high.
Real high.
Yeah,
but I
so
think
that's why I had to go Mythic on your ass.
I liked it. I think talking down the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse is a good capstone.
There you go. Never heard of that one before. All right. Well, there is not but one more thing to do.
KNOT.
You understand? You understand what I'm saying here?
Do I?
There is not but one more thing. Meaning there is but one more thing.
Not but.
So there is but, though.
There is not as in nothing,
But.
Butts.
as in as like the capital O with the diagonal slash through it. Not.
Isn't that?
But
I thought that was like the Björ word, like in Swedish.
But that's a letter. This is the zero character.
We already have a zero character.
But it's
It's
the
called
one with,
zero.
It's the one with the slash through it on the inside that does not extend beyond the bound. Anyway, this is it. Welcome to Cody's Words of Wisdom. Soak up the knowledge.
So I don't know if you've ever had the opportunity to punch a dolphin made out of monkeys, but I'm going to tell you, those butterflies itch. Most of my tax returns got sent away before Bill Gates could complain. But I said to him, Timmy, you've got to surf the mountain. And he said, is it there? And I said, look inside of the kiwi. It's squishy. I don't know if the male's going to accept it. Last time they turned me into a Boy Scout and I had to say, I don't salute any kind of jackwagons. But they weren't fair. Like any of the spokes broke off into my kneecap and I was like, I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy, but I don't know if 14 of them will roll it up the hill. So, I mean, I swear to God, if you're just gonna flap around with your little bird wings like you think you're some kind of basketball star, then just stuff it in the slot, because that disc tray is full, there are crumbs, and by God, I'm tired.
Nice.
Thank you. That was...
Quite wise indeed.
People need wisdom, and I have it. And now they have it.
You have bequeathed upon the world some of your wisdom.
Some infinitesimal fraction.
Yes, compared to the infinity that is your
There you go.
wisdomical supply.
That's not how we usually say it, but I'll go with that.
Wisdomical?
There's an apostrophe or two in there.
An apostrophe?
Also no.
Well, that wraps things up for us today.
Thanks really much. Very, really much for listening. We really much appreciate it.
Many much thankfuls
All of them.
in a hand
Yes.
Tons of them.
for the beneficial listening of your beneficence and benehanas.
We're going to Benihana?
Shrimp
Sure.
cheese platter.
Onion volcano sounds great.
That's my nickname in high school.
Aw, because your dick stinks. That's it. So
That's
please leave us a rating and review, but a positive one. And until next time,
Who are you?
my name is Dave.
I'm John.
And I'm Cody.
And we wasted all the time.
Yeah, we did.
Wasted all the time.
Wasted it.
Wasted all the time.
Wasted it.
Yeah, good night.
Yeah.
I mean, thanks
Ever so much.
again.
Good night, folks.
We are so pro. Top tier. Best podcast NA.
If you enjoyed the show, then leave us a rating and review on iTunes, Stitcher, or anywhere that lets you put in a review. You can call or text the show at area code 916-235-3337. If you'd like to interact with us in any other way, then www.wastingallthetime.com would be a great place to start. There you can submit listener-suggested scenes and questiones, you can buy your own copy of the Fruitwards card game, you can read blog posts from Ted and the guys, and a whole lot more. So check it out at wastingallthetime.com.
Impulsive composers.
Ooh, it sounds like a chorus of very low-voiced men.
Oh, kind of.
Whoa. What was that?
Sounds like a bass. How are they? Oh, they're different tensions.
This is more fun than anything else we've done all night.
All night, all year,
All year long.
Okay. Do you want to just move on?
I kind of feel like it would be fun to do one more since it's a reserve ep. Although the game is going to take a while,
True,
likely.
yeah. That's usually a longer one.
But I still think we should do one more.
Okay. Redraw.